Alrighty, it's time for your 1000th Raw episode review. This is 1000th episode of Raw. Before I get going into a review, one, I'm not gonna talk about the whole show from its entirety, only the key points in this entire episode. And second thing, if anybody has any complaints about this show, it was a nostalgia show, a kickback show, so this was not meant to be your average Monday Night Raw. So, obviously, you should have gone in here expecting not to get any wrestling, really, but a bunch of segments and promos, which is what we got tonight. But like I said, it was a nostalgia show, so anybody should understand that going into it, or should have expected that tonight. So starting off, the show opens up with Vince McMahon, which is always a good idea to have Vince McMahon open up the show and kind of, say thank you to everyone for 1,000 episodes. And then he calls out DX with Triple H and Shawn Michaels. And then they bring out the remaining members of DX, the New Age Outlaws and X-Pac. I thought it was a great moment. Felt like I was a kid again, seeing these guys all together as DX. And then they all beat the holy hell out of, what's the guy's name? Damian Sandow, which I thought was a great spot for him. My friend Taiwan thought that they kind of buried him, which I could kind of see, but I really don't think they buried him because he's probably like the best guy to get beat up by DX because he's such an antagonist type of like character. So I really don't think he really got buried. I just think it's kind of like, I thought it was a good spot for him, at least, even though he got beat up by DX. I still thought it was a good spot for him, and probably the first many steps to more things to come for Damian Sandow. Let's see. The other thing I thought that was noteworthy was during the first match we got, which was a 6-on-6 tag match. Dolph Ziggler attacked Chris Jericho, turned on his partner Chris Jericho, and allowed Sheamus and his teammates to win. So seeing that interaction, it's a green lit light for me. Short definition that we will get a Ziggler Chris Jericho feud for SummerSlam. So I thought that little interaction was noteworthy for me to know what's to come. Another noteworthy thing we got was AJ was announced as the Raw general manager, so I don't know who's going to be the GM for SmackDown, but AJ was announced for the Raw general manager, and I really don't know what to think of this, really personally. I kind of scratched my head at it a little bit, but hands down, diva of the new millennium is AJ, and I know a lot of the female wrestlers have to envy AJ, considering that the time that they get on television is very limited, very short. If not, they get no TV time at all. And then also the fact that AJ coming in as a rookie and really didn't have, still very green in terms of workability, is now like on TV, getting all the TV spots, and it's going to be on TV during an entire 2-hour show just by being the GM for Raw. So I know she has to be the girl of envy in that company right now. But I thought that was noteworthy. After that incident, because her and Daniel Bryan were getting married, but after that didn't likely go as planned as Daniel Bryan wanted. CM Punk came out, talked to Daniel Bryan, and then The Rock comes out, and The Rock puts a promo on both Daniel Bryan and CM Punk saying that making a noteworthy statement saying that whoever's the WWE champion at the Royal Rumble will face him, The Rock, for the WWE championship. And it doesn't matter if it's him or if it's Punk or Cena or anyone else, but he wants to wish Punk congratulations. And Punk kind of got in his face and talked some trash back to The Rock. I was just like, yes, my two favorite wrestlers from my one favorite wrestler of all time versus my number one favorite wrestler in this generation colliding. I want that to happen. But anything can change between now and January. So, and then Rock gives a rock bottom to Daniel Bryan. This was a highlighting moment for me. I think it was probably my favorite segment during the entire 3-hour show. After that, we get into the contract signing between Brock Lesnar and Triple H. This was another good segment, I thought. Stephanie McMahon made a guest appearance tonight, talking, pretty much pushing Paul Heyman's buttons and talking about all his failures in WCW, ECW, and WWE. and pretty much forced Paul Heyman to put Brock in that match at SummerSlam. Brock comes out to try to save Paul Heyman. He and Triple H get into a scuffle, which I really enjoyed. But then Triple H had to play the hero. Knocks Brock Lesnar out of the ring or whatever. So that's the main event for the pay-per-view there. And my God, Stephanie, for her to be 35 with 3 children, hot as hell. That's all I have to say. Triple H, luckiest man in the darn freaking business. Regardless of what you say about his success in his career and the position that he's in now in terms of an office figure, authority office figure, or executive, whatever. Luckiest man in wrestling, hands down. Just wow, Stephanie looked amazing. Anyway, the next highlighting moment that we got was The Miz. Miz came back tonight as a surprise opponent against Christian, won the Intercontinental Championship. I was happy, glad he finally got it. Hopefully, obviously they're pressing the restart button on The Miz, and the right way to do that was by having him win the Intercontinental title. So hopefully they can build up Miz, build him up right this time, and not waste him on the sidelines as the new IC champ. So I thought that was cool. We got to see a lot of Hall of Famers out tonight. We got to see Lita. Lita came out and beat up Heath Ledger. And then we get onto the main event between the WWE Championship, Punk and John Cena. This was a good match. I really wish they would have put this match on a little bit earlier, a little bit sooner. I wish they would have given it some more time because Punk and John Cena have good chemistry in the ring. And for the little time that they got, it was good. A ref bump. Cena ended up causing a ref bump, which caused Big Show to come and beat up John Cena and punch him. Cena was knocked out. Punk looked like he was going to cover John Cena. He was battling with it, yes or no. He goes to the referee, gets the referee up, finally decides to try to pin John Cena. John Cena he kicks out, and then John Cena puts Punk in the SCF when it looked like Punk was about to tap. Big Show comes out again and hits John Cena, disqualifying the match. So I don't know if Cena's Money in the Bank briefcase is it null and void now? Is it thrown out the window? Because he did start a match. It was an official one-on-one match, and it did become DQ'd. So is his Money in the Bank opportunity gone now? But Punk's still the WWE champion. Big Show was beating up John Cena for the longest. Punk was battling if he should help Cena or not. He decides to leave. Then The Rock comes out. Huge pop. Rock comes out. Rock, giving it to the Big Show. Hits him with a spine buster. About to do the people's elbow. And as soon as he runs from one side of the ring, CM Punk comes with a clothesline and bam, just hits The Rock. Clotheslines The Rock. He taunts The Rock doing The Rock standing pose. Gives him a GTS to go to sleep. And he gets The Rock to go to sleep, and Raw ends with CM Punk taking his WWE Championship. Heel turn, yes. So all in all, what I thought was a good show, nostalgia show. Let me characterize that. If this was just an ordinary regular Raw, I might have a slight different opinion about it. Now, does this show live up to the high expectations that WWE had set for months? I don't think so. But I still thought it was a good nostalgia show. Get to see a lot of Hall of Famers. Punk turning heel, I thought that was surprising. Didn't expect him to attack The Rock. I hope they have a Punk-Rock feud. Let Punk keep the belt all the way to January. Let him have a 13-month reign as champion, and then have him drop to The Rock, and then we pick up from there. But definitely I want to see this between Rock and Punk, because no one wants to see a Cena and Rock feud again. We really don't. After we waited like a year for that build-up. But anyway, give me you guys' thoughts on the show overall. What do you think about the heel turn of Punk? This is what you expected, didn't expect. I may do a separate video to talk about this more in detail. I also know some of my other friends from YouTube, from St. Louis, were at the show there live. I want to hear you guys' experience, because from my experience from the TV, the St. Louis crowd seems kind of lukewarm to me during the show. I understand it's 3 hours. They can't be hot for the entire 3 hours, but to me, they just kind of really seem lukewarm throughout, except for the segments that had The Rock. The only disappointment I will say about this show is that there was no Stone Cold Steve Austin. It was said that Stone Cold had other obligations at the exact same time that Raw was on tonight that prevented them from coming on to tonight's Raw show, which is why they had the video package highlighting Rock and McMahon feud. But like I said, it was a good show. Just really let down that Austin couldn't be here. because he was the guy that put Raw and that company on the map during the Monday Night Wars. It would just meant an extra special something if he was here tonight. But give me your guys' thoughts. Subscribe. Peace.